I want to talk about authenticity, what it is, what it means to me, and how I draw parallels through music. We're all being born in this world different, meaning authentic and original, to live our own authentic lives. But as we grow up through the system, through school, we start being put into boxes. So the system could actually use us to its own favor, meaning we start liking same things, doing same things, and pretty much live a life like everybody else, which means we lose our originality and authenticity. An authentic person to me is someone who lives his own life, following his own heart, and he doesn't care about what other people think of him. This is where the music thing comes in, and especially I compare this with the 90s, because 90s were a really interesting era for music and musicians. New technologies, new genres and styles being invented, and especially the first part of the 90s, everybody was just inventing new things. And by the end of the 90s, the invention kind of slowed down or even stopped in some cases, where it kind of music became very formulaic. People came up with formulas, successful formulas, and the music stopped being interesting. It just became the same. So by the end of the 90s, you had a lot of music that just sounds the same. And this is what I don't like and what I don't want to, have. To me, it's very sad when people creatively don't want to do something new. What's the point in copying somebody else and basically, just being like everybody else? I think it's very boring and not interesting, and it doesn't really bring any happiness. Being authentic, trying to live your own life, you can bring so many new interesting ideas to the world, and that can be, I think that being authentic should be successful and is successful, instead of chasing money, chasing fame, and then just putting a lot of dirt out in the world. Not serving any sort of purpose other than trying to impress someone in order to get more girls, get more money, get more fame. But that really is nothing compared to having like a true expression of yourself, and that can only come when you follow your own heart and you don't try to sound or to be like anybody else. Life is just more interesting when you're doing your own things. In order to be interesting and authentic, you should be getting inspiration from somewhere. So be it your life, try to live an authentic life and get inspired by it, because putting your own experience into your art brings the best results, and it's always interesting to listen to and to follow when someone is just basically telling his own story of his own life. So fill your life with interesting stuff and fun stuff and exciting stuff that makes you feel happy and positive, sometimes sad as well, and get inspired by it and put it all into your art.